Let's call this as economic right. Okay. Here the distinction we are making is economic right, and this side we are saying economic left. Economic left. And when you say economic right and economic left, what do you mean? Economic left and economic right, what does that mean? Another could be political left and political right. Economic left and economic right means that you are giving freedom to accumulate wealth, right? Freedom for accumulation of wealth. Freedom for accumulation of wealth. Okay. In this, what will come? Feudalism. If feudalism, does it permit some people to generate a lot of wealth or not? You understand what feudalism? You remember what is feudalism? You don't remember. How can you do that? How can you forget feudalism? Feudalism में तो landlord होते हैं ना. So landlord, they have the freedom to accumulate land or not? They have the freedom to accumulate land, accumulate wealth. That's economic right. And in negative liberalism also, you have freedom to accumulate wealth. So negative liberalism and conservatism both will come closer to economic right. So they will be somewhere over here, right? Negative liberalism and conservatism will be more towards economic right. As it will go towards economic left, they will focus upon the extreme point. This is going to focus upon what? Focus upon equality, right? Socio-economic equality. More you shift this side, there will be more equality. More you shift that side, there will be less equality. Right? Inequality is permissible over here. Or you can say inequality is permitted in that case. This you understand. What about nationalism? Nationalistic ideas. This is political right. Okay? And political left is what? Political left is internationalism. Political left is like workers of the world unite in the world. Comintern, Communist International. Why they wanted to form Communist International? Because they said like nation and state is not that important. It's the humanity which is more important. So above nationalism, there is humanism. That's political left. Are we getting it? And nationalism will be more towards right. And nationalism is used also by the elements over here. The property class, whether it is landlords, whether it is monarchs, or whether it is capitalist, they will use nationalism as a facade also. Many times to secure their own interest, it happens. But there is some good over there also, and there is some good over here, both the sides. Try to understand it's a political left and political. I have just mentioned economic right and economic left over here. But what could be political left and what could be political right? Have you got the point? Let us do one more thing. Let's put this also here. This is political left and this is political right. You will get a lot of different types of explanation for this, but the question is that how far we get clear here in our mind about these ideas. It's not just about this, it's about how you clear your idea once you have understood everything. Political right is what? Nationalism. Focus on nationalism. Nationalism. And political left is internationalism. But there is something called as international capitalism also, but there will be differences. But this it will focus more on humanism. It's basically beyond nation-state boundaries. The Tukde Tukde gang Political left. They are being criticized for that. I mean, they are having a higher value maybe in their mind. But for them, the nation is very important for a lot of people. And maybe in some certain realities, nation does become very important. So BJP as a, what kind of party? It is a nationalistic party. It is a conservative party. It also has liberal element as well. Liberal element, but in what sense? In terms of economic right. It supports businesses and traders, capitalist class. So it will be focusing upon negative liberalism. It will focus upon conservatism, and it will focus upon nationalism. Whereas the Congress, but then we cannot say that it's an extreme ideology which is followed by BJP. BJP may be somewhere over here. That's where, but then we also, wait, we also have to do one more thing too. Let's complicate it further now. Let's complicate it further. How can we complicate it further? By saying that this is what we say is authoritarian idea, this side, and this side we have opposite of authoritarian is, now I haven't discussed this ideology as such separately, but you need to know a little bit about this also, is what you call as libertarian idea, libertarianism. What is libertarianism now? What is libertarianism? Libertarianism gives freedom to the individuals. Okay? There's no, it's decentralization. Libertarianism will focus upon decentralization, smaller groups, grassroots, people, public opinion. Authoritarianism is something where you are dominating from above, which will be a very strong, powerful government, maybe a very strong leader. Libertarianism means people themselves as leaders. And this extreme authoritarian idea is like a Hitler. Have you got the point? Are we getting this? Where shall we put Congress and the BJP in this now? Huh? If you have to put Congress and the BJP, where shall we put them? Stand by BJP and Congress only. How shall we put the BJP? It is more towards economic right, and it is more authoritative. Their party system is quite authoritative, isn't it? Hierarchical, authoritative, and they dominate. So we will put the BJP somewhere over, but still it is working in a democratic country. Still elections are happening. Still they have a large number of leaders. Few leaders are more important. One leader is even more important. That's a bit of problem. So under Vajpayee, BJP could be put over here somewhere. But under Mr. Modi, BJP has shifted more above, and also this side, more capitalist. So we can place the BJP over here. Right? BJP we can, I'm just giving you, just trying to explain to you. You don't have to draw like this in your answer and put this dot over there to show BJP. I'm just trying to explain to you. Just have an idea and then keep free floating. Be clear about things, and then, okay, as far as Congress is concerned, Congress will be where? I have not even mentioned, you can write, just for example, you can write BJP over there. Congress will come where? Congress is more towards, it is a centrist party, but it shifts more towards left side of center, right? So it shifts slightly towards the left. Under Narasimha Rao, it will be more toward this side. Under Indira Gandhi, it will be more towards socialist side. Socialist, more socialism, right? Under Indira Gandhi, under Nehru, under Shastri, under Narasimha Rao, Congress will be at different positions. Under Indira Gandhi, it was most socialist, right? Even more than Nehru. Even more than Nehru. And then under Shastri, it shifted more towards this side slightly. Under Narasimha Rao, it shifted even more because you're bringing economic reforms, liberalization. We shifted more towards this side. What about authoritarian versus libertarian I think Congress is also authoritative. Under Indira Gandhi, it will be somewhere here, near to what Mr. Modi's BJP is, or maybe slightly above that also during the time of emergency. But then over the period of time, we'll see that Congress we can put somewhere over here. Right? Now you can think about other political parties. Now we are going to discuss some of the political parties in detail, like in the next class. Tomorrow, we are going to discuss some more detail about political parties. That's very interesting actually to see that how the politics is being conducted, how things have changed. But are we clear about this much? Authoritarianism and libertarianism and economic right and economic left, also political left, but this also is indicating political left and political right. Please understand, this is also indicating political, that's a political, but it's not in terms of left and right, but this is a political idea. But we can even think in terms of political left and right. But what is political right is more related to nationalism. Okay, so BJP is what party? It's nationalistic, conservative, and negative. You can just say liberal. But it is more inclined towards negative liberalism. Congress is more inclined towards positive liberalism because it is more inclined towards socialism. Though BJP also says it is following some kind of socialism. Gandhi is more libertarian or authoritarian? When Aam Aadmi Party was actually floated, I would have put Aam Aadmi Party somewhere over here. It is a little more left towards Congress and it is quite libertarian. But under Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, it has moved above. It has become more and more authoritative, centralized. Ideally speaking, it was more libertarian. This is what, in fact, they were trying to follow. It's born out of the Anna Hazare movement. That's more on voluntarism, isn't it? More focus upon individual and people's participation, more libertarian, freedom at individual level, grassroots level. Gandhian idea, Gandhi will be more libertarian that way. He will not be authoritarian. Gandhi was focused a lot on individualism.